Sony Ship, have you finished Last Guardian?
I did.
And it turned around. Did you cry at the end?
I wish I would have. That game. So the Trico character, I really wanted to like Trico. That's the cat bird thing.
We're not going to have any listeners after the show, are we?
I don't think I'm not alone in this.
Okay.
With Last Guardian.
Okay.
I think if that game worked, and it could vary depending on playthrough, because it doesn't seem like rhyme or reason is there for what's happening half the time. If that game worked and I wasn't constantly frustrated with trying to get Trico to just do what I wanted him to do, I would care about Trico more. I would care about this journey and have more emotional investment in it besides the anger.
Frustration.
Yeah, just the frustration of there's this one part where it's a puzzle game, but I would compare it to this. Like, okay, say if you were playing Portal. They're different games, but the majority of it's a puzzle story driven game. Say if you were playing Portal and you knew where you wanted to shoot one of your portals at, and you shot it and it didn't work, and you shot it and it didn't work, and you shot it and it didn't work, and then you looked around to see what you were doing wrong, couldn't figure it out, came back to it 15 minutes later, shot that same exact portal, and this time it happened to work. That's not a good puzzle. Like this, that is a broken game.
Maybe you just didn't.
And this game is very much that. Like I can see, like so many of these puzzles, I could see exactly what I wanted to do. I would be telling Trico, okay, right over there, let's go right over there, and he's turning around. We're jumping back down off of cliffs that we just came from. He's refusing to swim. They don't tell you the controls to make him swim to begin with.
Catbirds are notoriously difficult.
Yeah, which is fine. You can go that route as well. It's just it's not a fun game then.
I've seen a lot of pretty entertaining clips on Twitter of having Trico knocking the guy off cliffs to his death.
Yeah, constantly.
It's hilarious.
Like there is a trophy for like not dying in this game, and my God, the patience to be able to do that, because at any moment you don't know how the game's going to react.
Right.
Oh man, by the end of it, I was so happy that I had gotten through it and it was over.
How long?
I could return it to Redbox.
Yeah.
What?
How long?
I think it took me about 12 hours.
Too long.
That is too long.
It's about 4 hours too long.
It feels too long.
Well, it's a 6-hour game, but it takes you 12 hours to get through because
right,
everything takes 2 or 3 times longer than it should.
I could tell. I could hear that from hearing you talk about it.
Yeah, it's really a shame, because if they could have just had the time to make it work.
I know, 5 more years, they would have fucking nailed this thing.
Right. And I if people love it, I'm glad they enjoyed it more than I did.
Yep.
Because there's a good game in there. It's just very broken.